Hello YouTubers and welcome to Deal's Prime Review channel. Today we have a really special review for two Pipo tablets. On the left we have the Pipo U3t, there it is, and on the right we have the Pipo U9t. Now these are both 7-inch phone calling 3GW CDMA tablets, and they're both running Android 4.2.2. They should be powered by quad-core 1.6 GHz CPUs. And the main difference between these two units is that the U3t has a 1280 by 800 pixel resolution HD screen, whereas the U9t has a 1920 by 1200 pixel resolution screen. And another difference is for the cameras. The U3t has a 0.3 megapixel camera on the front, 2 megapixel camera on the back. Whereas the U9t, it has a 2 megapixel camera on the front and a 5 megapixel camera on the back. Now we're just going to be waiting for these Antutu scores to come in. While Antutu X is running, make sure to like our video. Also, subscribe to the Deal's Prime Review channel. And there are links to the Pipo U3t and the Pipo U9t inside of our YouTube video description. Another difference that I can see is that I think the housings, like the U3t is plastic, whereas the U9t it's metal, aluminum. So we'll wait to see what Antutu says. Our description says that they're both Rockchip RK3188 CPU, whereas the U9 box says it's a Cortex A9 CPU, and the U3t says it's Cortex A7. So we'll just have to wait for Antutu to confirm this for us. Check out, we'll be doing a part 2 in depth of both of these tablets, both in separate reviews. But I just wanted to do this Antutu side by side, so it would be easier for you to know what the difference is between these two tablets. Now they both have a built-in GPS, and it looks like the U9t gets a nice score of 19,940. And we'll just go ahead and check out the details. So those are on Android 4.4.2, so that's KitKat, so that's one possible difference. The RAM, 2 GB DDR3 RAM, Mali 400 GPU, and the U3t gets a score of 17,095. So you can see that one gets a higher Antutu benchmark score than the other. And this is the U3t. It's only running Android 4.2.2, so it's this is KitKat and this is Jelly Bean operating system. Looks like the CPUs are the same. They're both 1.6 gigahertz, 1 GB DDR3 RAM on the U3t, so that's another difference. So basically, the U9t just has a little bit higher, the hardware is a little bit more upgraded or whatever. So screen, RAM, and operating system are the main differences, and the camera. So we'll start with the U3t on the left, and I'll actually just zoom this in so hopefully you guys can see. Android 4.2, U9t, Android 4.4.2, both Rockchip RK3188 CPUs, 1920 by 1200 pixel resolution on the U9t, so it looks like our description is correct on that. 16 GB RAM with about 16 GB RAM on the U9t with about 11 GB free, and 16 gigabytes of memory on the U3t with about 12.7 free. So this means that the U3t has more pre-installed apps, basically, which you can delete or download as you please. 0.3 megapixel camera on the front, 2 megapixel camera on the back for the U3t, and let's see. Doesn't really say anything about the cameras on this one, but it must have upgrade the camera. Now here are the firmwares for both of these units, and so the firmware on the U9t was updated on May 9th, and the U3t firmware was last updated on March 5th. So the U9t has a little bit newer firmware. And here are the sensors that they both support. Okay, so again, these both get really good scores, and the U3t is a little bit lower, and we'll actually zoom out a little bit now and show you the back of the unit. So here's the 2 megapixel camera on the back, plastic finish, and you can see it has a speaker there, and you can just pause your screen and see what it says on the back of the tablet. 16 gigabyte model. And looks like this is also plastic. So let's just check out the ports real quick though. So this does have HDMI, mini HDMI port, and a little bit different back. So this is aluminum in the middle, and then the side is plastic. And we'll go in depth in this, show you like how to open you know, the back of the units or whatever. So this one also has HDMI, so ports are pretty much similar. So there's a SIM slot here on the outside, whereas on this one we'll have to open the case on this. So again, we'll do that in part 2, as part 2 will be in depth. And actually it looks like the slot is here on the side, so there it is. Okay, so they both have built-in 3G WCDMA phone calling. So this just about wraps up this Antutu comparison review. I hope that it was informational. Again, there are links to the U9t and the U3t inside our YouTube video description, and they'll go to Deals Prime. And should have that. So make sure just to check out part 2. And we'll be actually updating the price on the U9t. The U3t is on sale. So make sure to like our video, subscribe, and we'll be right back with part 2. And part 2 will show you the free YouTube promo gift for each of these tablets. So make sure to watch the video. Thanks for watching.